How's all my badasses doing? How's your health? That's the biggest thing with me, is health. And I know I've talked about carnivore life a lot, and the changes, like my hair growing, my nails growing, things that I never thought about. But now I've gone down another rabbit hole into something I never thought was possible. And that is talking about sun exposure. I think it was last year, a friend of mine, same one who's usually right about everything that we talk about, that I'm just like, wait, what? Yeah, sending me these reels about why would the sun be so damaging to us? The sun is so vital for us. Why are we wearing sunglasses when blocking out the sun is actually more harmful to our bodies? Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Let's just talk about sunburns. Because all my life growing up, I was like, well, I have reddish blonde hair, if anybody was wondering, who cares? So I felt like I was just prone to sunburns all the time, more so than my sister, who is more blonde. But growing up, it was like sunscreen, always needing sunscreen. I would get burned if I didn't wear sunscreen. Fast forward to deep diving into, wait, sunscreen's got toxins in them? Now all this stuff is like toxic for our skin? What the hell? What do we do? So again, with the deep dive, realizing that what was causing the sunburn wasn't the sun per se, but what we were putting in our bodies. This goes back to carnivore, because carnivore is all about elimination, getting rid of the shit that our bodies don't need to function wonderfully. And when you get rid of the shit, your body heals itself. So what does this have to do with the sun? I've talked about it before. Seed oils. I cannot stress enough about getting rid of seed oils from your diet. But if you look at basically everything that's highly processed, there's going to be seed oils in it. But again, what does that have to do with the sun? Basically, what I've learned was that when you consume seed oils, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, but whatever, the toxins, and these seed oils are so bad for us that it was like people, they would go on vacation, consume a bunch of junk food, alcohol, throw tanning shit on their bodies so that they would tan, whatever. Fast forward, melanoma, whatever. But it was, and I was thinking to myself, no way is it possible that I don't need sunscreen. All I need is to not consume seed oils and I won't get sunburned? No way. Now, granted, from what I understand, it takes quite a while, meaning a year or more, for your body to get rid of all the seed oils that have been in it, which is why you just stay away from them altogether. You go to a restaurant, I know it sucks, but you're going to ask, what do you use to cook my steak? If there's any kind of soy butter or... No, I'm going to go somewhere, I'll pay extra so that they use regular butter or just ghee or tallow. I cannot stress this enough. But let's go back to the sunburn, because I took my dog for a nice walk that was well over an hour. And didn't wear sunscreen, my back was completely exposed, wearing a halter top. It was somewhat cloudy, but I was out there for a while. And then even other things like sitting in my car on my lunch break. The sun hits me directly. It does not take long for my skin to start turning red, being sunburned. So I'm just watching all these things. I'm watching and I'm looking because, my shoulders are pretty, prone to sunburns. My back, no sunburn. A lot of people like to blame their genetics for their reason to have prescriptions. Let's just call it that. Their sicknesses, their illnesses. It's genetic. I call bullshit on that. But this summer is definitely going to be my guinea pig testing. Those of you that follow me know that I learn these things and then I try them out on myself and I report back to you. But so far, and I love to be in the sun because I love the heat. I love being warm. I love the feeling of it. The sun is wonderful to me. I don't want no SPF crap on my face. I've stopped wearing sunglasses as much. For me, it was more like just, I didn't want people to see my face, whatever. But I've cut back wearing sunglasses. If you should ever wear sunglasses, it's when you're under artificial light. So more so indoors than outdoors. But, you know, it's Memorial Weekend. I'm heading out. I'm going to be outside enjoying the sun, but without sunscreen. Do I have sunscreen? Yeah. I bought some from a natural grocer's thinking it was less toxic. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I'm just planning on not using it all and seeing how my skin responds, because I haven't consumed seed oils for several months from what I'm looking at my ingredients, especially, I love these glazes and stuff that I use on my meat and whatnot. But who knew that this whole time, these toxins that they're putting in our everyday food that most people consume every day, that is normal to them, is going to do something to their bodies, their skin, their health, that is very damaging and causing long-term, later on in life, effects. Pretty scary, because we trust these things. It says FDA approved on it. That's just bullshit. Don't ever trust anything that says FDA. It's a selling point. Anyways, to all those who have served this country and are serving this country as we speak, much love to you. Thank you for your service to all of our first responders, to everybody out there. Police, fire. Like I said, all of you out there. Thank you so much for your service, your sacrifice. Every day that you leave your families, your homes, I am thankful for you, and for all of those who have loved ones who have died in protecting our country. Much love to you and your families. Have a great weekend.